Hello, my name is Gloria Garrett, and I am the mother of makeup art. What does that mean? I paint beautiful pictures with makeup. I am also the traveling folk artist. I go all around the country, all around the world, then I come back and paint pictures with makeup. But this video is going to be about my visit around Baltimore City to the wonderful art events. My first event was at the Howard P. Rollins Conservatory, and it was at the Greater Baltimore Cultural Alliance Jazz Happy Hour, you all. I heard plenty of jazz, and I love jazz, but guess what? They had a beautiful flower show there. So, I was loving it because I was loving the jazz as an artist, then I was loving the beautiful flowers as an artist, too. Then the next place I went, you all, was the Walters Art Gallery. At the Walters Art Gallery, there was a seminar, and it was called Equality in Arts because it was talking about the disparities in the art field, just not in Baltimore, but all around the country. And Sheila Gaskins was one of the speakers. Also, there was a speaker from Dallas, and he was talking about the organization he formed, okay, trying to deal with this disparity. Now, I went to some MICA events. You know what MICA stand for? Maryland Institute College of Art. You ought to have wonderful events all the time, and I go to them all the time because I just love them. One was the graduate show, and it was at DACA Gallery. I just loved it. One of my famous artists was there. I mean, I love him. My favorite artist, Ben Hamburger. I love his portraits made from formstone. And I did interview with him, so check that video out. Another artist was there, that she was at CAGS, the fundraiser for a playground here in Baltimore City, and her name was Kristen Brown. And she had a photo shoot, and you put things on, and you just felt good. And then she took your picture and gave you a picture. That was art too. Then Aaron Goldman, let me tell you what he did. Now, he had a lemonade stand, but he had a different kind of lemonade stand. In his lemonade stand, you had to pick a question. It was a social question, okay? Mine was about money. If you had a lot of money, what would you do? So I had to draw a picture about what I would do with it. Okay, I would say I would do money, then I say I would help people with it and give it away. And guess what? You got some lemonade. Now, that lemonade was delicious, but I think all those other art, and you put them on just little 5 or 7 cards. They were wonderful. And then they told you how people felt. Okay, wanted to help people. It was really wonderful. I loved it. The next one I went to was a power series at Michael Place. And the artist I saw, Paul Rucker, I had heard a lot about him, but I met him for the first time there because he won the Baker's Award, and I went to BMA, and he had these 7-foot Klans people, and they were in African garb. And then he talked about how African Americans have been treated in this country, but he also showed the connection of mass incarceration and slavery. And then it was dinner afterwards, and you could really talk to him. And it was just a wonderful experience for me. The next power series I went to, I met Joyce Scott. Joyce Scott won the MacArthur Award. And she won that fellowship because she used her art for socialism. And she's a social activist too. And so guess what? I had dinner and I talked to her too, and she gave me some good advice. It was just wonderful. Now, the next place I went, okay, it was at Michael Place again. It was an art exhibit and performance by, let me make sure I say this right, Soza. Sosa. It was Sosa Arts. And the head of Sosa Art was Pastor Carol Purley, and a MICA student helped put this together, Rebecca Burr. It was just wonderful. And the mask they made was just beautiful. I just really enjoyed it. And they had children young children to older adults. I think the oldest one was about 70, and the youngest one was about 8 or 9. So it was just wonderful to see this kind of art organization with young people and older people. I just loved it. The next one I went to was at Michael Place. It was called The Way We Play Art Show, and played that. You are so very important, and people forget the importance of play. And they had hitchcops there, they had chess, they had checkers, they had Connect Four, and families was playing these games together. You all remind me when I was a little girl when families played together. Of course, I played some chess. I love playing, I love playing chess. You all, and the last place I went to, you all, was Micah Community Art Collaborative. It was a youth art show where 9 youth art organizations came together, you all, and the children made this beautiful art. It was just wonderful. It was just wonderful seeing so many children there. I mean, from all races, all age groups, and they were there creating art. Yes, they was creating art on the spot. That just made me feel so good because art lifts my spirit, and art can heal the soul. And when I went to all these places and saw all this stuff happening, you all, it was just so uplifting. It really was, because somebody's seeing what art can do. I see it. I'm glad that other people see it. And I always enjoy art, and I'm always going to go to these places because seeing other people enjoy art lifts my soul. Thank you. Goodbye.